Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? I am here with a lunchtime craft with me. So I'm talking a little quiet. Like I said in my previous lunchtime videos, I'm at work in the spare office. So gotta be kind of quiet. So we can talk and we can craft. So grab your crafts and craft with me if you want. Work on something with me. I've got some supplies I brought with me today. I brought some more postcards. Here's a stack. Let me show you. I need to sort through these. I don't know if I'll get through all these today, but I thought we could have some fun looking at those. And then I brought some of these, I was calling them cards, and I made a bunch. I have a stack like this that I already made, and I was thinking of something different. I might make some tall, skinny tags with these today. So I want to see if I can have some fun with that today. I brought this map that I found amongst my postcards, this really neat map. So I might do something with that today and see how the pretty colors. So I thought maybe that would come in handy. I brought some things that I had in my bag from last week, and this tissue was sitting from my pattern tissue journal that I made. Oh, I want to make some copies of this library card. Oh, I wanted to make some copy of this with it's a coffee stained luggage tag. I wanted to see how that turned out. So I'm going to go make some copies of that after this. So I got those three things. I'll stick over here. I did bring this receipt with me today. Found it amongst something somewhere in my comings and goings and travelings. But it's dated 1985. It's just a handwritten receipt, but you know, you don't see, at least I don't see handwritten receipts anymore. So it's not that it's, you know, super old or anything. It is vintage, but I just wanted to see, you know, I wanted to copy it, see what it came out like. It's a little aging on it, and it's a little almost yellowed, and you see this brown edge over here. But here's how it came out. It came out really white in the, you know, the main part, and then that yellowish edge there. So I'm going to probably take this home and cut it out and coffee dye it. So I think that would be cool and pretty. I made a few of those copies. I might make a few more because I really do like that receipt with the other little receipt stapled on it. Let's see, did it staple? It copied the staple too. Did you see that? It copied the little staple too, right there. So that's pretty cool. So after it's coffee dyed, I think that'll look nice. So I've got that to take home with me. This stack, oh, this is something else I thought I would copy. Got it somewhere, and it says, "Let the adventure begin." So I'm going to copy that, and that'll be cool for my journals, and maybe coffee dye those too. Just some things I had that I was bringing back and forth with me last week. A map I had been working with, some little skinny washi. Got that with me. And then I emptied my scrap box into this envelope. So I was trying to find something to, I was, you know, throwing everything in my tote bag, and I was like, I really don't want to throw all these little scraps, you know, just throw them in my tote bag. For one thing, I don't want them to get all wrinkled and messed up, even though they're scraps. So I had this, I have a little stack of kind of containers, empty containers in my closet in my craft room. So I looked in there, and here was this envelope that I wasn't using at the moment, so I threw all of my scraps in here. So you can see that's a good way to transport if you don't have too many scraps. You know, this is just, you know, it's a good bunch here, but it's not like tons and tons. So I just threw them all in here and brought them with me. So let's go through a few postcards. Look at a few of my pretty postcards. I have some rubber bands and some little Post-its that I've been organizing these with. So I think it's fun to look through these. I mean, I'm organizing them, but I think it's also fun just to look at them. So like this one, let's see. These are connected now. I would probably just disconnect these. But these, oh, I did disconnect these from these were in a folder. And they're like two-sided. They're like postcards, but they're two-sided. You can't write. There's nowhere to write on them, but they're really pretty pictures. And they're these old matte pictures. So I'm going to probably just separate these and put them in my matte picture. I have a separate matte postcard box. So that's going in my matte box. I'm going to put that stack right here. This one is going in my, then I have a box of regular, what I call regular. So like these, even though they're probably like 100 years old, I'm going to put these in my regular pile because they're kind of like black and white. They're a little bit more plain, you know? That they're probably black and white because they're so old. Possibly, like this one does have a copyright. Most of these do not have a copyright, but I see actually there's one on here that says, let me focus my eyes here. I think it says 1938. 1938. So that one's almost 100 years old, right? Well, it's got a ways to go, but anyway, it's old, is my point. So let's just go through these a little quick, but I'll show you. Here's a really pretty one from Honolulu. This is for my friend Laura. She'll like this. She lives in Hawaii, so I actually have some postcards from Hawaii. That's pretty cool. And it's an old one too. You can see all the browning here. So that's going to go in, I don't know, that might have to go in my special pile. I'll make a special pile right here. That's the third pile. So this one is, this one's matte, but it's not like, I mean, to me it's not gorgeous like these other ones I just showed you. Like it's just a dining room or a restaurant, like, you know, see how it's set up, a dining room. This is, don't know, Chez Paris. Maybe it's a, oh, it's a theater restaurant. But it says something about Chicago here too, so I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it's in Chicago and it's called Chez Paris. Anyway, maybe it's a restaurant or a theater restaurant in Chicago. So, I don't know, that's pretty cool actually, now that I know what it is. So this might go in my matte pile, I think. This is going in my regular. So I need to go through these a little fast if I'm going to get some crafting done today. Well, let me get a few of these done. Oh, this is cool. This is an old mill. Isn't that neat? I think that's a really pretty picture too. So that's going in my matte. This is, this looks like, okay. Interesting. I think this is going in. This is just a very interesting and odd type of postcard. I think it's going to go in my, even though it's matte, I'm going to put it in my regular pile. Here's one of these plain ones, Canada postcard. That's going to go in my regular. Here's a pretty matte. It looks like a, yeah, poinciana tree. And this is Florida. These grow in Florida, probably in other tropical areas too, I'm sure. Mexico, Hawaii, California maybe. So anyway, that's going to go in my matte pile. Here's one for the matte pile. So yeah, these are all going in my matte pile. This is going to go in my regular pile. Matte. Got a lot of big bunch of matte here, so we'll just stick these cool. I just love the colors in these. I mean, look at that. Look how pretty this one is with all the green. And that's in my matte pile. I have two separate listings now. I believe I started a matte listing. And they're all 3x5. That's another thing about the matte. I want to keep all the matte 3x5 separate, so they're in a separate listing. So I have in my Etsy, I have a section with the one listing is for like regular, which will come from this pile when I sell some, and then the matte 3x5, because I do have a few matte that are 4x6, but they are going in my regular. So my regular postcards, you know, I pick them out at random, and they are either 4x6 or 3x5, and then the matte, the ones I describe as matte, they are all 3x5. And then I will have some other listings. I'm still sorting, so, you know, just figuring out as I go along with these postcards, since I got this big bunch here, deciding how to list them is kind of interesting. So yeah, so you can see I'm putting some of the matte in the regular pile too. So if someone were to order from the regular, there's a good possibility that they'll get some of these matte cards also. So it just depends, because it's random picked by me, you know, of what I have in stock. If I get a run on them, they would be, you know, the matte could possibly be gone. So that's why I just first come, first serve type of thing. So this is going in. Oh, this one has a little rip on it. Let me see how old this is. United States Naval Construction Battalion. I might have to do something with this myself. It looks like it's burnt right there. Interesting. So this is from, let me see if I can see, 1943. Mailed to Detroit, Michigan. From Virginia, possibly. But I'm just trying to think, see if it's, yeah, this is from the Navy. It says it has a Navy postmark right here, 1943, and then it says something about area, and it has C5 platoon 5610 barracks, and then it has a number which is hard to read, something 07. That is cool, because I was just going to say, since this is, look how it's kind of worn, very worn here, like there was some kind of sticker or something peeled off of here. Maybe it just, I don't know. And then it's burnt, possibly. Don't know why. But that's so cool that it's from somebody in the Navy, I guess. And it's from their barracks and platoon and everything. So this is going to go, I don't know, this is kind of special, but I don't really think it's worth any more than a regular postcard. So it has a little bee on here, and it says, does this say Eagles maybe? Anyway, so cool that I'm going to put it in the regular pile. I just want someone to, you know, be able to get that one. It's so cool. And so there's, these are matte, going in the matte. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Sausage tree in Florida. Now, I've never seen one of these, and I'm from Florida, but anyway, this is called a sausage tree. Isn't that interesting? And this is another Florida hedge of flame vine. That's beautiful. I have some Florida postcards actually that I put to the side. I might put those, well, I think this sausage tree I might put in my Florida stack. This one's St. Petersburg, Florida too. That's gorgeous. Where's that? There was another tree here, that poinciana tree. Should I put that in the Florida pile? I don't know what I'm going to do with the Florida postcards, but you know, since I'm from Florida, they kind of appeal to me. There it is, this one right here. That's the poinciana tree. I think I'm going to put that in the Florida pile. Okay. All right, so this is going to be matte. These are all matte. Wow, this is so cool. This looks like, this is Cincinnati, Ohio. These colors, I just love these colors. Okay, this is different. United States Postal Guard, first day of issue, 1973. It's blank on the back, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but I think it's kind of cool and special. But I'm going to put it in the regular pile. That's going in the matte. Let's see if we can get through half of this pile, and then I'll start crafting. Mackinac Island, that's going to go in the regular pile. This is regular, even though it's matte. Super cute little chapel here. That's going to go in the regular. This is going in the matte. This is kind of in between. I think I'll put it in the matte though. Matte. This is in between too. That's very, oh, this is 1907. Look at this. I don't know what this is, but this is a very old one. This is an antique postcard right here. It's got pen writing, stamp, postmark over here. Very cool. That is a matte one, so I guess I'll put that in the matte. This one I'll put in the regular. This is I'm putting these separate, these kind of like postcard books. I might do a separate listing for postcard books. This is, I have only, this is probably the 4th one I've found in here. 3rd or 4th. But this is from Vancouver, Canada. Well, that's cool. So that's going to go in a separate place. Oh, here's another one. See, I don't even know what I have in here. I'm just looking through these now. I just bought the box and haven't had a chance to look through them all. But this is another postcard book. So, let's see. Can you write on the back of these, or are they pictures? There are pictures on both sides, so I guess it's like a little souvenir, of course, that you get when you're traveling. You buy one of these postcard books, and it's probably before cameras, so you couldn't take as many pictures, but still, I think even if I could take a picture, I'd still buy a postcard because they're just cool. Okay, so I was thinking I could make a journal cover maybe out of this cover. Take the pictures out, and you put them in my postcard inventory, and make a little journal cover out of this, kind of a flap over tri-fold journal cover. I might try that. I think that would be fun. Just a little kind of small journal. I think that'd be cool. Okay, now they got some golfers here in the matte. Oh, this is a beautiful one right here. That's going over there. I'm going to put the golfers in the regular pile. Here's a regular. Here's a regular. This is Farmer's Market. That's going to go in the regular. Another postcard. Well, now all of a sudden I'm finding postcard books. This is Nassau, Bahama. So I'm going to put that in the postcard book pile. And then these are regular. I think I have a couple of these sand dollar postcards, so that's in the regular. That'd be neat for another one. That'd be neat for an ocean type journal. I just didn't know I had that, or I would have sent it to Aaliyah for her journal, for her ocean seaside journal. So this is another postcard book of Date Story, the Fabulous Date Story. This was mailed to someone. Got a stamp on it here and an address. I'm not sure where this is though. I kind of want to open it and see where it is. If it tells us anything. Greetings from Arkansas. Okay, I don't know. Doesn't look like Arkansas. I guess it could be. It looks like Florida with this big palm tree here. So, interesting. Yeah, I don't think this is Arkansas. I think this is, oh, this is mountains too. So maybe this is Hawaii or something. Let me see if I can find a spot where it's telling me where it is. San Diego, maybe? Something about San Diego here. Oh, that could be. Okay, that makes more sense than Arkansas. Okay, so that's another postcard book. Let's do, let's see. Gosh, this is a lot, but if we got through this many, then we would be halfway through this pile. And then I could finish it out tomorrow on Friday. Here's some lobster and crabs, so that's going in the regular pile. Regular, that's a pretty beachy one. These are all regular, all these kind of glossy ones. Most of these I put in the regular unless they're, here's a Florida one. That's going to go in the regular though. This is a really pretty one right here, but it's 4x6. These are all 4x6 right here. This is like a picture almost, but it's a postcard. It just feels like photo material paper. So regular. Here's another photo paper one. This is something different. Oh, look at puppy. Looks like a beagle. He's cute. And it's a postcard. Isn't that cute? That's pretty adorable. I'm going to put that in. There's a, I've got a, let's see what I have. I have a Florida, the special with the Hawaii. This is going in the special. The beagle. I love beagles. We used to have one. Our little baby Kiwi was her name. Little beagle named Kiwi. And my oldest son named him Kiwi. Her Kiwi, I mean. And we had her for a very long time, and she was sweet, and she was very beagle-y. Oh, look at this one, Christmas greeting card. It's a postcard. This is 1907, so this is an antique, and over 100 years old right there. That is going to, I want to make a special pile for the like greeting card and postcards, and if I find any that are embossed and things like that, flowery, those are going to go in a another separate pile. So these two are going in the regular pile. Matte. So if you have some postcards and you're not sure how to sort them out, maybe this could help you with that. You know, I mean, everybody does things their own way, so I'm not saying this is how you should do it. It's just how I'm doing it, you know. This is really neat, even though it's like a plain, these are plain, I just really like these. It's just so cool. And is there a copyright on here? Because this would be really cool to copy. Post Office Department, if I can copy it. There's some things I want to copy, but I might Google, can I copy this, even though it doesn't have a copyright on it, you know? Anyway, I'm going to put that in my special pile with the beagle and the Hawaiian card. So these are going to be in the regular, right here, regular. That's neat. Matte, I think. Matte. Two there. That one's thick. Matte. It's really neat how some of them have a white border, like a picture, and then some of them don't. Some of them are really thick. Oh, that's two. I was saying some of them are really thick, but that was two. And matte. That's gorgeous. Washington's Mansion, Mount Vernon. Going in the regular, I think. I might change my mind on that one. I think it's different. It's like almost matte, but not matte. It's so pretty. I think I'm going to put that in the matte. Matte. Sometimes it's hard to decide where to put them. Let me put these in the regular, because you kind of forget, like, okay, what, this is what I want in the matte, you know what I mean? Really super pretty ones like that. The matte ones that are just like gorgeous. Okay, these are gonna go in the regular. I'm changing these a little bit here. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. Regular, gorgeous matte. This is neat. Okay, that's gonna go regular, no, matte, regular, matte. Oh, it's so hard to decide sometimes. Lake Wells, Florida. Should this go in my Florida pile? I think so. Here's another Florida one, but I think this is gonna go in the matte pile. And this is gonna go, I noticed there was, I noticed quite a few from Washington, D.C., and a lot of those were matte. So, all right, we're at the end. Regular. So these will be for tomorrow. Got to stop so I can do some crafting. Okay, so I will, off camera, put my little rubber bands and Post-it notes on those so I can take them home without them getting mixed up, and put them in their proper containers where I'm sorting them and everything at home. So let me put those over there. What do I have? I have 6 piles. 6 piles. Okay, let's get these out because I really want to experiment with these. I've made short stocky tags with the book pages. Maybe you saw that video. So let's see, I want to see if I can just turn these, some of these, well these have, well, I've already put, well I still want to do it, I don't care. Well, you know what I could do? Okay, so I was thinking glue these together and turn them into a tag, but I already put paper inside that you could write on. Okay, so let's just see if we can still turn them into a tag that opens up, you know, a double tag kind of thing. So I'm gonna just cut off, I didn't bring my hole punch in here. I have a hole punch in my desk in the other room, but I didn't bring it in. But, well, that's crooked. So, here's what it would look like as a tag, undecorated. That's actually pretty cool looking, right, already. And then you could write inside this little tag. But we can also decorate the front here. So let's see what we have in our scrap pile. Let me see. I have a bunch of really cool scraps here because some are from Edith Holden, which is awesome. Some are from Daphne's Diary. Some are just random pieces from, let me pull a couple of those out because those are similar colors, from my last design team project. These are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And actually, these scraps right here, oh, here's a piece of masking paper. So these all have similar colors right here. So let's work with these, see if we can glue these down. And I actually threw these in the trash right here because I'm like I have scrap phobia now. That's what Maria calls it. So I'm afraid of collecting scraps now because I don't want to get a big pile again. So, but then I pulled them out of the trash because they were too pretty. I thought about it and I was like, you know, those colors are so pretty. I did not want to throw even that little strip away. So, so I'm going to take a little cue from my friend Samantha Jared. I was watching her do some layering, and I actually won a little mini journal. A couple weeks ago, I won a little mini journal from Samantha Jared, and I just loved her layering. And I watched her video on how she, you know, she did a little tutorial on that journal that she made that I won. And I'm going to try to remember how she did her layering, because I just really liked it, and it was very kind of a neat and precise type of layering, not random. She kind of just did it like she wanted, like she liked it, you know, like how she thought it was best. I'm trying to explain how her way of doing it, possibly, if I can. So let's see what we can do with these papers, because I really would like to, I saw someone else doing this too, where they had received something in the mail, maybe in Happy Mail, or I don't know if they won it or what, but they were, you know, they had it in their hand. You know, it's kind of neat. You can watch a video, but then when you have it in your hand, it's like, oh, okay. You know, I wonder if I can make one of these by just what I'm, kind of copy it from what I'm seeing. You know, it wouldn't be the exact same because you wouldn't have the same papers, but it would be similar. You know, if you like their idea, that's what it's all about. Sharing ideas. So I just thought that was neat. These papers would look neat together, especially the ones I pulled out of the trash here. So let's put some Edith Holden on here. Kind of just eyeballing my measurements here. So I hope you like the craft with me, lunchtime craft with me, so that I've been doing, and maybe you're crafting with me, and maybe it's not on your lunchtime, but if you need somebody to craft with, whatever time you're crafting, you know, it's kind of neat to just have somebody else crafting in the background with you on your computer or your TV, whatever you can watch on. Oh, this side has a bird on it. Look at that. I was going to put this side down with the words, but look at this side. It has a cute bird. I'm putting that side down now. Let's see, where can I was going to put it right here, but now I don't know. I think I really do want words there, but I don't want to use that because I want to use that bird. So this side, this one would be, this one's really cute. So let me cut it like this. It's got a little, for February, it's got a little Cupid right here. So I'm going to leave the Cupid too. I want to use him. And then this, I'm going to use the words next to this kind of botanical looking piece here. So let's put that on there. Anyway, I was saying it's kind of neat to have somebody talking to you and crafting with you. And it's not really an intense kind of thing where you have to watch every step, because I know I do that. I'm like, well, I can't watch that one while I'm crafting because I want to see everything she's doing, you know what I mean? But it's something that you don't have to watch every step, and it's kind of nice also to have that on, and you're kind of watching and listening, and then, you know, if there's something that they're talking about that you want to see, you know, you look up and you get ideas. So that's very cool. I think that's how I listen sometimes. Okay, need another type of paper right here, possibly. I wish I had another color. Maybe a piece of this map or this pattern would be cool here. This is some pattern scrapbook paper that I used in my pattern journal. I probably should be saving this for my next pattern journal, but it's in my scrap box, so I grabbed it with everything else. So I don't know, since this is going to end up being a booklet, but it looks like a tag. I don't know if I'll punch a hole at the top because I can't put a string through there because you won't be able to open it. You know what I mean? But I mean, I could put a string in one side. I could punch a hole in one side and put a string in it. And then, or in the back, that might be neat. Punch a hole in the back. No, I think it would be cooler in the front. And then, so here's what it looks like so far. So I'm going to think about the hole up here. But if I punch a hole right here and put a string right here, it would look like a tag. But then it opens up and you can write inside. And you could decorate the back too. I don't know if I will. I think I might not. Because my point of making it tall and skinny is to put it in a pocket in a journal and have a journaling spot, you know, an extra little journaling spot. So I think this needs something up here, kind of plain. So maybe we'll put Cupid up there. Or something else. Let's see if I want something more colorful up there. These strips have a lot of color. Yes, I think I want some color right here. Another strip of this. And this one might be done after that. So I hope you all are having a good week. This is being videoed on Thursday. So it's my Thursday lunch break. And it's absolutely the perfect fall day outside here. It was a little breezy this morning, and then it calmed down, and it's not breezy anymore. It's just like the perfect little, I had to wear a sweater, but perfect coolness in the air, just enough for a lightweight sweater, and then it's all totally sunny. So, you know, sunny, very sunny, so you can feel that warm sun, and then a little bit of cool air. So I think that's pretty. I like that. And it's a tag now. Very cool. I love it. I'm gonna make some more. Okay, so all I did was cut the corners off. Not too big. And I think y'all know how to measure the corners if you need to measure. I just kind of eyeball it. And, you know, try to make my angles the same. But if you need to measure it, just cut one corner off and then place it on the other side and use that as a little template. But yeah, so let's use some of this. This is so pretty right here, this owl. I'm gonna put him all up and down here. Cut this little piece off the bottom. Actually, let me glue it on, and then I'll cut the bottom off, so I don't cut too much off, you know. So they're still building. Maybe if you hear that hammering. Of course, they're still building outside that building next to ours. They're not being too noisy today. Yesterday was a very noisy day. On their very noisy days, I can't video, so I have to wait for a day when they're not being so noisy. Yesterday, they had the beeping truck out there, and they were cutting bricks right outside our building, right here. But the building is right there next to us, so the wall they're putting bricks on is right there. So they're right there cutting brick. You know, I meant to put this at the bottom, and I put it at the top. Okay, Sherry. But, yeah, so they were cutting bricks right next to our windows practically. And so I have to like rip that there. Let's see. But yeah. Thank goodness my office is not right next to these windows. It's on the other side of the building here. Like, not the side they're building on. But one of our employees has their office right next to those windows, and I don't know how she doesn't go home with a headache every day. Because it is really sometimes loud, especially with those bricks, sawing those bricks. And they have to do it, you know. It's their job. They have to saw the bricks and, you know, make them fit where they need them to fit. So that's not the issue. It's just, it's loud, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, they're supposed to be done. I don't know when they're supposed to be completely done, but they said, because they're building the building, which is a hotel, and they're building a parking garage. And they said we are going to be able to park in the parking garage when it's done. And they said it would be done by December, or sometime in December. So I'm thinking by the end of the year at least, the parking garage would be done, but I would think the rest of it would be done too, because they've got the windows in now. They're putting bricks on the outside of the building, and they are, let's see, what else are they doing? Let's put some let's put some more pattern paper on here. Yeah, so they are, you know, working on finishing up the outside, it seems like. And hopefully they're working on the inside at the same time. So I guess it all could be done in a matter of a few months here. But that would be neat, because that's the time it's starting to get cold. So our cars would be closer. Right now we have to park across the street, which I mentioned before in one of my lunchtime videos, I think. But yeah, we park across the street now, so there's a parking lot over there that someone's letting us park in while this building is being built, the hotel and a parking garage. And it's being built in our former parking lot, so we used to park there. And now we have to park across the street because they're taking up our every inch of our parking lot with this building and this parking garage. And they've got their building equipment and material spread around too, so all that takes up our whole parking lot. Okay, I only put three pieces on this one, but I think it's neat. It needs a little something right here because of the way this turned out. I think I need another layering piece right here just to make that look right. So let me see what I want to do. Maybe a piece of map, or what else do I have in here? There's some more Digi Kit, Daphne's Diary. Got a piece of book page in here. Oh, I put a postcard in here because it's one that I don't like, and I thought I would collage on it. And I have to collage on it probably before I even put it on video because it has a word on it that I don't want to show. Oh, here's a piece that would look good right here. Possibly. Let me cut this white off of here. It's a piece of bluish looking wood. And that would look pretty right here. This one I'm going to rip. And I don't have my distress ink here, so if I decide to distress ink, I'll do that at home after I bring these home. Or I could bring them back for lunch one day and do it, but we'll see. There, that looks better. Kind of evens out all those, well, let me put it up there. Where all those pieces were joined together, kind of like evens it out. Blends it, helps it blend, helps them blend all together. That looks beautiful. Hope you like it. That's the second one. Oh, isn't that weird? I did the same thing on this one. I didn't even realize it. I put a piece going kind of like right there. That was a blank spot though. It wasn't covering up a joined piece. So let's do another one. We probably have time just for a couple more, and then I'll have to go back to work. But I have here sitting in front of me, which I'm dying to take a drink right now, because I have a Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, that I left in the freezer last night by mistake. It's in a bottle though, and I had opened it yesterday, and then it got warm, and I put it in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, and I was going to take it home with me last night because I have about a half an hour drive or 45-minute drive home. So I wanted to take it home and have it on my way home, and I forgot it. But today I took it out and I let it thaw out a little bit, and it's like the perfect temperature, half frozen, super freezing cold Mountain Dew. It's really good. Really good. Kind of like a slushy. Mountain Dew slushy. So, yeah, I'm so glad I took these little pieces out of the trash because look how pretty they are. I'm loving those. You know, I should really put this masking paper on first because I don't want to cover that up. I think I'll put it up here. Let's see if I want to cut a piece of that off if it's too... Well, I want to even this out. So I want to do, it's crooked. Okay. So I saw one of my friends had snow in October. That's pretty crazy. But I know it does happen in other more northern places. I don't know where she lives though, but apparently I would assume it's north of me, north or northwest, or somewhere in Colorado or somewhere. I'm not sure where she lives, but wow, pretty crazy. Okay, so Edith Holden. Here's the bird. I want to put the bird on. You know what? I'm going to put. I'm going to finish this one, but I want to work on the other one too. So let's start this one too. I said we could do 2 more, and then I'd have to go back to work probably. So let's start this one, the 4th one. Let's see. That needs to be a little bit longer. Okay. I want to put masking on first. I don't mind if this coat gets covered up, you know. It's just plain green. And what else? Before I put the bird on. If the bird goes here, this is Edith Holden. Maybe this could go here. Let's see, that's upside down. Let's go this here, this here, or this here, and this here, or there's the pattern paper. Oh, I've got some tan. I've got tan and green. Huh. Maybe this here and this here. That could be pretty. And then you can see the words through there. That's kind of neat. You can see through this piece. I like that. I'm going to try that. I might use some of this over here too. Yes, yes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's cut a piece of this. I have my paper cutter here, but I haven't really needed it. Today, anyway. I have needed it for other lunch breaks, but not today. Okay, this one's going here. Try to get it right down to the bottom edge there, and I want to not, like, you see how this is jagged over here, so I'm just bringing it as close to that as I can and leaving that jagged edge. And then here is the other one with this one has a bird in it, owl piece of them. So we're going to just cut this off here. So it's really cool when people tell me that they crafted with me. I think that's so fun. Like under this video, you know, like the one I did, I think last week, somebody said, I crafted with you today. And I was like, oh, cool. That's the building. They're sawing bricks, I hear. They just started. It wasn't the whole video, thank goodness. And we're almost done, so hopefully they don't. Once they start, they go for a long time cutting those bricks. So we'll finish up before they cut too many more. You'll have to bear that sound. Okay, here's another one. I'm going to leave it like that for now. See if I need anything else on here. I know this is kind of plain right here. I could put another piece of blue right here. Oh, that would look pretty. I'm going to do that. Let's put that that. Kind of helps it all, gives it a, I don't know, it gives it a cohesive look. Like it should be there. It needs something. So I'm going to put that right there. Yes, I like that. Okay, that's better, right? That's the third one, and then here's the last one with the, let's see, what do we do with the bird? Where's the bird? Here's the bird. Okay, the bird's going here. And then, what do I have left? Little pieces, some trash. Okay, let's put the bird on here. The bird is a little crooked, but I don't want to, I want to straighten him up, but I don't want to cut too much of him off, so let's just see what we can do here. There we go. I trimmed him, but he's still very visible there. Okay, so let's put him on here. Finish this one out, and I'll show you the 4 that we created today with scraps. I mean, these book pages are scraps too, you know. I was looking at my book pages because I'm cleaning up my craft room. And using up your scraps is part of cleaning up your craft room, right? But I was looking at my book pages, like, have I used them all up yet? Are they gone? Guess what? They are not gone. I've only used up, I'm not sure. I know I think I've used up 2 books worth. I can't believe that's all. It feels like I've used up 3. I don't know if I found another bunch somewhere or what. That could have been what happened because I'm cleaning up my craft room, and I might have found a 3rd bunch of book pages from a book that I needed to use up because I've used up so many. But yeah, I've got one more book of book pages to use up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I have been working on book pages forever, it seems like. So, you know, I mean, you can take a break and then go back to it. It's a good TV craft to take your book pages into the TV, you know, wherever you watch TV, and work on them. I'm doing that also. Okay, so we've got the green. This is the pattern. This is the tan masking paper, green masking paper, Edith Holden pattern paper, but it needs something else here. So let me see what we have. Here's some words, yellow letters, or some Daphne's Diary. I mean, it's Daphne's Diary, but there's yellow letters on this side. On Yo or PL. Let's see if we can use any of these. I don't know about this. Doesn't really go with, here's some words. That kind of looks nice, even though it's just doesn't mean anything. It's just a little note from Daphne, and Daphne, that was in Daphne's Diary. It's a pretty font for one thing, though. And we're covering up book page, and you can see the book, you know, text under there. But it just looks good right there, doesn't it? Cut a little bit of this white off, and I could, if I want to, distress it later when I get home. I don't have any trims here with me today. I have some napkin, but I'm not going to get that out right now. So I think I'm going to do it. If I had some trims, I might put a piece of fabric or lace right there, but I don't have any with me, so just make do with what I have here and get it done. That's how you use it up, right? Just use what you have in front of you. And sometimes use what you have in front of you, and then you've used it and put it away, put it to good use. And I think that's pretty. Do I need something up here? It'd be really cool if I could put something right here. Let me see. Let me look for something. Let me see what I have here. used up a few of my scraps today, not that many. Alright, I need a little flower or something. Let's see if I have a flower in here. I have a flower. I have another piece of that. That flower would look really pretty right there. This is from the digital prints that I brought along. And this is the one from Shabby Dabby Doodah. These colors are so pretty. I think this was in her autumn kit. And these colors were just too gorgeous to throw away from my scraps from my last design team project, you know. So we're going to loosely fussy cut this. It's not perfect, which is fine. And then glue it right where I showed you, right here. And that's going to be cool and pretty. Oh, it could be like this. Yes. Oh, is that perfect or what? Okay, let me find a thing, something to glue on here. Get all my edges. Okay. This is going to be the perfect finishing touch. Right there. Is that gorgeous or what? I've got the tiniest of little point papers I need to cut off right there. Alright, so I'm going to call this one done. Okay, let me show you what we did today. And then I got to clean up. Takes a few minutes. This is the one we just finished with the bird. This is probably my favorite. I'm sure it might be yours too, but it has a little bird on it. And this pretty flower or leaf that we just put on. And text down here, which I'm probably going to distress when I get home because it's very white, but that'll look pretty distressed. I may put a hole, and I probably will, just for the heck of it. I need a little glue right there. And to finish, give it a complete look, put a hole right here with some sort of string, you know, baker's twine, wax cord, something, fabric, whatever. And then here's the other one. This one has a little bird and an owl on it, so that's very cute. So these look like tags, and they open up. Here's another one. Tag, open up. That's two. Here's this one. Now this one does have some birds and an owl on it. And so, yeah, those digis from Shabby Dabby Doodah are so pretty. If you want to get that, it's just go over to her Etsy shop. It's also called, you know, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and get her autumn kit. That's what that's from. And very, very pretty. All of these are very pretty. Very pretty. Let me show you. Let me show you. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and hope you crafted along with me. And I don't know if I'll be back again this week. Tomorrow's Friday, and I may have to run an errand tomorrow on my lunch break, but if I don't go out, I'll come back and do some more crafting and with you all. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Happy crafting.